Welcome everyone to the first annual Horsie Rebel debate.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. So today we have Carly Hackett versus Patrick Gallagher.
I don't want to be here.
Then leave. Bye.
Kind of said that a bunch of times already. Like it's kind of repetitive at this point.
Got some new
All
material.
right.
Already.
So we're gonna get straight into the meat right here. The pre-question is October 9th return date good for school? Good.
I mean, listen
I
here.
thought
I
we
want
were
to go
going
back to school. So
November.
I just want to go back to school, bro. I just want to
Yeah,
go back to school.
I want to go back to school, but I don't want to get coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't give a
Exactly.
shit.
Let's move on to the actual questions. Question
No,
one.
you skipped a whole section.
No,
A whole section. You got sections to this shit.
section 2 is question 1, bro.
What?
Hurry up.
Okay, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Just
What do you want me to do?
Just ask question one.
What am I not supposed to do, bro?
We've been.
Dude, I got into the questions, and now you're like, yo, you missed something. What did I miss?
Whatever. Just go.
Okay, question 1. Should a man-to-woman transgender person be able to participate in women's sports competition?
No.
Patrick, we'll start with you.
No, it's still a man. Even if they want to say they're a woman, right? It's still a man. Genetically, they're still a man. They cannot compete in women's sports. It's a disadvantage to all the other women that are competing in the sport. It's just saying if a man wants to be a female, right, and they want to do a wrestling competition and the man wins, or no, the transgender, woman, whatever, wins. I mean, it's because they're still a man genetically.
Yeah, right, Carly.
Blatant transphobia.
What?
It's blatant transphobia over there.
It's blatant genetics. That's what it is.
I don't know. No.
All right,
Let's
Carly.
go, Zest! Let's go, Zest!
Whoa, who's
Sorry,
that?
sorry.
You're gonna invalidate someone by the basis of genetics? Get a new argument because that's been debunked. I really don't want to hear this blatant transphobia.
It's a disadvantage to all the other women competing in the sport.
Patrick, please look up at the
Okay,
camera.
you know what? I'm just gonna move past this because this is a human rights question, and human rights is not something put inherently.
Not a human's right. This is not a human rights question. This is does a man that wants to be a female compete in women's sports, and is it a disadvantage or not? I mean, if we're saying a man becomes a woman, I mean, they're still gonna be as strong as a man, but just competing with women.
Oh, is this now men are inherently stronger than women now?
Yes, they are. They are genetically stronger than women. Yes.
So,
I don't even know what can go through your head right now because it's honestly just you're being an idiot right now.
Yes,
I don't
I'm
even
being
have
an
I
idiot.
don't even have words to say because that's how idiotic you're being. You're just generally not even listening to another side of the argument. That's the problem.
No, but if you're saying like a man that is now transgender and is a woman, right? If they want to compete in women's sports, it's just going to be a disadvantage to all the other women that are competing in that sport. Say like football, right?
So women can't do
a woman,
football now?
like let's say like a woman isn't going to be as dominant in a sport like football than a man would.
And this is proved by genetics.
Proved by it's proof by like anatomy and shit,
I think we should call Miss Edelman to the stand.
Yes, let's call Miss Edelman.
Anatomy?
Good wins, S.
There's no woman in the NFL or anything, There's a reason that the NBA is not as popular as the WNBA. There's reasons.
Yeah, you know why? Patriarchy.
No, they don't generate enough revenue, bro. Their play isn't as good. I've watched the WNBA before.
Because they're women?
Because they're not.
Because they're women.
Like they can't.
Don't
Listen.
lie.
They
Calling to
can't
order,
perform
calling to
to
order.
the extent
Okay,
that
come
men
on,
can.
let's go.
I'm sorry.
I've watched.
You're just
They
gonna come being a misogynist. I'm just gonna have
All right. Leave then. Go ahead. Leave. End
No.
of the
Alright,
video.
alright,
No
call to order,
leaving.
y'all. Call to
No
order.
leaving.
Yo,
We have five
chill,
more
bro.
questions.
Order has been
We are not
called.
leaving.
Please stop talking.
The thing I'm really trying to say is that the WNBA, their play is not good. Not because they're women, just because they're not as good as NBA players. Like Lisa Leslie.
So you're saying they're not as good because they're not the men?
No, I'm not saying that.
reevaluate the argument,
Listen,
sir.
they're not as good as the men. I've watched it. They're not as good as the men.
There's only one WNBA player who dunked, and I think that her name is Lisa Leslie. The others,
Didn't Candace Parker dunk? I'm pretty sure Candace Parker dunked.
the other person, yeah.
Alright, and we will move on to the next question. Is abortion justifiable and moral in all cases?
Yes.
Carly, we'll start with you.
Yes, it's the woman's choice. You don't have a uterus. You have no opinion.
I have a uterus, actually.
I don't want to talk
I'll
about it.
show you.
Shut up, Patrick.
I'm not like too heavy on abortion, but like the thing is, do you really need to abort it? No, like I feel like that's more alive than dead. But I'm not too huge on abortion. You know, I really don't care about it. You know.
But if you
That's
if
what
you
I
personally
really care
don't
about
like it, why decide for all women in the USA whether they like it or not? There
Like-
shouldn't be a debate, period.
Because
Like,
you don't have the
listen,
right to.
abortion is immoral. Like, come on, you're just killing something, bro. You're just killing something.
It's not up to you. It's not up to anyone bar the person whose body it is.
I should be able to say that I want an abortion.
Hey, it's not your opinion.
It is my opinion. If I'm with her, that's the whole point.
But it's not your body. It's
Who
not
gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Question 3. Should your yearly income affect the amount of taxes you pay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Billionaires aren't being proportionally
Okay,
taxed to the
billionaires
weight
don't need to be taxed more, right? Just because they're making more money with the hustle doesn't mean they need to give up more of their money.
Oh, you want to talk about hustle now? You want to
Hustle,
talk
yes, bro.
Okay,
I hate people. I hate people
Alright.
that talk about Jeff Bezos, bro. That man
Okay,
worked his
let's talk
ass
about
off.
Bill Gates.
That
Let's talk about
listen,
Steve Jobs.
listen.
Let's talk about
That Jeff Bezos worked his ass off. Worked his ass off on the grind.
Oh yeah, worked his.
Yes, he did, bro.
All right, let's try to be
By
Jeff
fair.
Bezos worked his
exploiting
ass
people.
off, bro. Man, y'all.
Sir, where are you getting this news
By
from? Fox News?
exploiting his workers.
No, what's your take on Jeff
people that
Bezos?
work for Amazon?
Multi-million-dollar companies.
Listen, people always talk about the workers at Amazon being mistreated.
Everyone, order, please. Let's get a good affirmative action from Patrick Gallagher, and we will
Hey,
move on to
listen
Carly.
here, right? If you just tax people, the rich, more money, just so they're on the same level as everyone else, just because they have more money, that's just communism. That's just communism. It's gonna make rich people, start moving out of the country just because they have more money than me.
They're
Just
gone.
because
They're gone.
they have
Sayonara.
more money. Just because they have more money, we have to make them pay
Just
more
because
money
they have
to
more
us.
money, Patrick, you say that as a middle class income citizen.
Man,
I don't want to hear about
man,
it.
all right.
What is so bad about taxing the people that make more money by exploiting their
Because-
worker?
The people
Most
that make more
wealthy
money
people
are the people who also
today-
pay the middle class people. The people that make that money
All right,
pay
Patrick,
the middle
stop
class
arguing
people.
over.
Carly Strokes. That's the
Oh,
Alright,
my
she's
bad.
back, she's
Sorry,
back,
I
she's
didn't mean to
back,
laugh.
she's
My
back.
bad.
You froze.
Anyways, Carly, you can go ahead. Patrick, please don't butt.
Generational money is not a thing anymore. More
what'd you
people
say?
are most likely to have their wealth because they exploited workers. I really don't want to hear about this because it's been proven. Okay? And you're so scientific, Patrick. Go look it up on something other than Fox News. Jesus Christ.
Fox
It's
News.
All right,
crazy.
with that being said, we will move on to the next question. Question 4. Should the death penalty be an option for the most serious crimes?
I support the death penalty all the way.
But you're pro-life.
Okay.
Okay.
What a
Ron, man.
hypocrite.
Oh my God. We can talk about Ronnie Lawrence.
Ronnie
Don't
Lawrence.
be
Ronnie
afraid to
Lawrence.
name names.
Wait, Ronnie
Oh,
Lawrence?
Ronnie Lawrence. Oh my God, Ronnie Long.
Ronnie.
Ronnie Lawrence.
No, his name is Ronnie Long. Sorry. We can talk about names though. We can bring up a lot.
Dang, I'm so sorry, Ronnie Lawrence, man.
Ronnie, if you're watching, we're so sorry.
Niall left.
Please
Niall
come
just
back.
left.
Niall,
Niall
please
left.
come back. You
That's
have
not
to be
true.
here, Niall.
Can
Go
you
to
please
Lizzie
bring up
first.
sources
Okay.
to that?
I am personally like Carly, and I'm very in between on the issue. I believe that it depends on the case, very specifically.
Patrick, I agree with him too. Like, especially about the rape thing and everything. And like, the thing to pro-life and death penalty, pro-life, according to some people, that's not really a person yet, It's not a person, so that's why, the life. So the death penalty, those are like actual grown people. So they kill a family, they like rape a child, that's what they deserve. So yeah, I can see what Patrick's going through here.
Should the police be defunded,
They-
and if so, what will that money be allocated to?
Oh, that can be put into the education system.
Education, yeah.
I agree. So,
Cops
yeah.
are towards minorities.
Yeah, and
people
isn't-
with that aren't talked about.
See, I think the thing is too, they need to reform the whole being able to be a cop thing. Because doesn't it take only like 3 or 4 months to actually become a cop?
Barbers get more training.
Yeah, there needs to be more time to learn. You know what I mean? Like to deal with certain situations, they just need more training, and then it'll filter out the ones that can't do it.
This question is, how should gun control be handled in the United States?
Okay, as someone who is a child, like all of you and goes to a school, I am scared for my life almost every single day about gun control. Now, I understand gun control in moderation. There are people who can and will break into your house. But do I think that you need to own 45 missiles or rifles, assaults, whatever? No, I don't think you should. And that's just general common sense for me.
And we also saw what happened with that literal 17-year-old kid who just killed 2 people.
In Kenosha?
A gun, and he wasn't in his state, and he wasn't arrested until he turned himself in back at home when police saw that he shot the 2 people.
So on gun control, right? Automatic rifles, all that stuff, that shouldn't be allowed. But I think every person should be entitled to having one handgun in their household, just in case of every situation.
It's like, you know, if we have a world with no guns and everything, that'll be subjected to more crime. So you need a gun for at least like self-defense and everything. So yeah.
Very
Would
special.
socialized healthcare benefit the country?
Yes, it would, Mark, and I'm so glad that you asked me.
What the hell does that even mean? Like, am I stupid or something? Oh, is it free healthcare?
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of my family lives in the EU and the UK, and they have free healthcare there. And it's really awesome because they don't have to pay stuff for co-pays and buy-ins. And although it will cost money and you continually need to pay it, there's so much more options for people who don't have enough money for health insurance. And it's like I don't know the number, but I could go and find an article where there's numbers stated where X amount of people's lives are saved because they have medical insurance to get the life-saving operations that they need.
Patrick, what is your stance on this?
I have no problem with free healthcare and believe that free healthcare should be a thing. But the one thing people would have to realize with free healthcare is that taxes will go up. And I know that's a good trade-off for free healthcare, but I can see why some people are opposed to the more taxes, but I really don't think it would be that big of a deal. If they want to tax, they can't tax it. They're not tax. They can't tax them like too high. You know what I mean? But if they want to take like extra 3-4%,
to people that don't give a shit about you.
The next trillionaire.
man,
I don't know why you're
doesn't
being
want
so
to.
sympathetic towards Jeff Bezos. He couldn't give a shit about you, yet your
man
kid
was on the
asked.
grind, bro. Man was on the grind.
The grind
I
of
got
what,
respect for these millionaires, billionaires, bro. They
I have
grinded
no
their way to the
respect for
top, man.
Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos. What are you talking about?
Man,
Would you guys like really spend that much? If you had as much money as Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, or whatever, would you really spend that?
Yes, because we're good people.
I'm a middle-class white person.
You're acting
course
like
I'm not
you
a
are,
millionaire.
though. I don't understand.
I'm saying because some white people, they grow up in terrible conditions that they don't get the same chance as other
do,
people.
But it disproportionately impacts minorities, people of color, anyone. There are definitely problems within the white community, but I'm saying it disproportionately impacts minorities. Did you not watch my seminar presentation on Friday?
Yeah, I did watch your seminar presentation.
Dire reasons for nothing. I'm sorry, we were in the same group, Patrick. How did you not know?
Wait, were
that
we in
I
the
did
same
my
group?
entire-
Because Patrick didn't show up.
I just wanted to thank the
I
fans
wanna
out
talk.
there. Thank you so
You
much
have no
for
fans.
tuning
You have
in.
no fans. You
I
have no
wanna
Thank
fans.
you for tuning in to this special Horsie Rebel debate number 1. Let's get it up to 9 likes so that we can make another.
And, like,
I didn't talk. Oh well.
too bad, Nick.
Now
too
you
bad,
talk.
Well, because you kept asking. Whatever.
Nick,
Everyone
now
here-
go through and answer all the questions yourself.
I agree with you more than Patrick.
Good to know that not all men are bad. Good.
I know.
Nick's built different.
Are we gonna do this again? I'm very down to do this again.
I am too.
It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Future.
Can I give you guys one more question?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Nick, what
How
do
do
you?
How do you guys feel about this image?